Hello, friends. Hope everybody had a nice holiday weekend. I think it's Memorial Day yesterday. Um, what's on my mind today? I was thinking about recently in the news there was a child that was I don't want to say healed um, there was a child that had like a 9-month old or something had uh, a genetic disease or something that um, would have cost the baby its life. It was about it was regarding a gene that got passed down from the child's mother, and then I guess the baby's body um, couldn't process the ammonia in the body or something like that. And so with CRISPR gene editing, they were able to locate and they were able to edit the gene and change it from like an A chromosome to a G chromosome or something like that. I don't know. It's in the news though. But they were able to locate it and locate the issue, change the issue, and this genetic disease that the child had that would have cost its life uh, was changed, and now the baby's gonna have a normal life, and it won't be an issue moving forward. And oh wow, that's awesome. Finally, well, not fine. I don't want to say finally, but Sterling has been talking a lot about CRISPR gene editing and his guides and angels have been talking about this for like over a few years. That I've noticed, predicting about CRISPR gene editing and how it's gonna change medicine, and a lot of the issues that we have today uh, will no longer be because of CRISPR. So a lot of the health issues will go away. Cancers will be cured or s- uh, resolved just by editing genes in the body. And I guess why it's a worthy topic to talk about today, or maybe not worthy topic, but something that I gave some thought to, was because I think part of the reason why we come here is because of those experiences, right? And it kind of seems weird that, on a spiritual level, we choose suffering, or we choose pain, or we choose disease or dis-ease. And it's interesting because, moving forward, those won't exist because of, our expansion of our awareness, because of things like CRISPR, gene editing, all sorts of things. All sorts of things will cause us to not uh, not to be able to experience that, because it's no longer going to be an issue. And so how will that change humanity moving forward? Obviously, it's going to change it for the better, in the sense that those kind of sufferings will no longer be, which is great. I don't want to think about people, or not, I don't want to think about, I just hate to, you know, think about people suffering because of disease, um, or being in pain, or having a deformity, or, even something simple like a speech impediment, or, autism, or ADHD, anything like that. I don't want to say it's unnecessary, but I just I don't know. I I don't like the fact that people have struggle in their life, and I wish that wasn't the case where we didn't need to be. But again, moving forward, maybe it's just interesting to think of a life without suffering, well, or less suffering. Uh, because of the gene editing and stuff like that. So if we lived in a world where there was no illness, no disease, I mean, it seems great, but on a spiritual level, then what do we change that with? What do we, in place of disease, then what's coming in to take its place? I think because part of the human experience is the suffering, right? For some. I don't want to sound like a sicko, but I guess if we call that in an illness, so like right now, I have like I don't even know what it's called. My sciatic nerve is gone wild. And so like I don't have much, well, not I don't have much, but sometimes I lose feeling in in my legs and in my feet, or my ankle rather. And it's like, okay, I understand. I'm calling it in for a specific reason. I don't know what that reason is, but it's just making me slow down. Okay. Uh it makes me slow down, makes me go within, makes me work on, raking myself, looking at my path, uh, all of these things. Uh, in the future, I won't have sciatic nerve issue. I can feel my legs uh, all the time. Um, so, what issue will I create to replace it? Because there won't be an issue in the future. Or I can hear like people in my head saying like, "Oh, but this is part of ascension," or we're moving to a place where suffering is no longer needed. Okay, I'm cool with that. It sounds exciting. So then our purpose or reasons for coming here will change. And so it's like, I don't know, I guess I think like I'm a believer in the idea of, we come here to learn lessons, and part of learning those lessons is through struggle and hardship. But if there's less struggle and less hardship, then will Earth um, be the desired place that it is? You know, I guess maybe it is. Maybe I am a sicko in a little bit, in a little, yeah, a little bit. But thinking that we need it, maybe I just have to realize that the suffering isn't necessary, because I've talked about, I think, a few times where I've said like pain is like the amplifier of a lesson or an experience that we chose to have, right? And it's just interesting to think like what a life could be without suffering, without pain or disease. I'm excited for where it's going, um, because it will help so many people. I'm just curious though as to the impact that has on like souls coming in, um, and the reason why we choose to come here. Um, I guess it's probably has to do with like the ascension process, or well, not process, but going to a different level ascending to a different level. Uh, Certain issues are no longer issues, or our importance, our emphasis on things have changed. We're no longer like that 3D um that 3D person where suffering is of importance. Maybe it's about other things. Like the focus is on other things and not evolving through suffering. So maybe that's a well, not maybe that's a really good thing then if we have if we're evolving to a place where suffering is no longer necessary for learning a lesson or having an experience, a desired experience. And I wonder, I might have touched on this a little bit in a recent video, but I wonder, you know, how it is with spirit, because I kind of think like they don't experience suffering, and in heaven, or the spirit world, or on the other side, they don't. I feel like they wouldn't experience suffering, and so that's like you could learn lessons up there, but you can't have experiences up there, not like you can down here, because there's suffering, because there's hardship. So you only would know the one side of it, the easier side. And probably we come down here ha- to experience the other side, to have the full experience. Maybe that's why we choose to come down here, because as spirit, we, as our through the evolution of our spirit on the other side, we go through experiences. um I don't want to say at that moment in time, because I guess time is just like an earthly construct, but wherever we are in our evolution, we come here to have the complete experience of whatever we're working through or learning as a spirit, on the spirit side. I don't know. Probably not making much sense. So maybe I should just stop it here. But I just thought that I was really happy that um, to hear that we finally have seen a breakthrough with CRISPR technology. Not saying that there hasn't been breakthroughs, but it's really nice to know that like what Sterling is talking about is already starting to come to fruition, and those scientists that are working on it have actually um, seen their hard work pay off, and in the way that it saved a child's life. Um, I think that's really great, and I'm excited for the future because of it. To think of like nobody having cancer anymore, or type 1 diabetes, or heart conditions, or autism, or ADHD, even a speech impediment. All that stuff goes away, and people are allowed to live, well, not allowed, but able to live a better life and have different experiences because of it. Yeah, I guess I'll stop here. So, um, also, just a reminder about June, the month of June, I'll be doing or I'm offering an energy blessing and Reiki every day for the month of June. Um, if you're interested, um, I'll leave my email address in the comments, or you could just comment in the comments field that you're interested and that you would like to have that experience. Um, I do ask for a donation of whatever. It's just an exchange for an exchange, and I mean it could be as little as $1. It's just an exchange, but it won't mean that if you whatever your donation is, that's the level of work you're gonna get. Now, if you donate $1, I feel blessed, and you will get my full blessing um every day for the month of June. So this is every day for the month of June. It's not a one-time thing. It's just for the month of June. Um, Let me know if you're interested in either in the comments, or I'll leave my email address where you could just email me and just say you're interested, and then later on down the road we can work on the donation part. But just go ahead and let me know that you're interested, and I'll add you to my list of people um, to receive the daily Reiki and energy blessing. All right. Uh, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.